We have a great episode for you guys this week, so without further ado, let's start this episode off with Vortex of Souls on Nunu. We see him at low health sitting on the tower as they advance up to tower dive. He snowballs Graves as he gets exhausted and then decides to walk away from the carry and exhaust Soraka to suppress all damage, then consumes a minion, also leveling him up. Soraka hits him and then Graves comes back in for the kill, but watch carefully as you see Soraka about to de-aggro the tower, and we freeze it so you can see that Graves just hit Nunu as he flashed away. We unfreeze it and you can see that this perfectly timed flash swaps the tower's attention onto Graves and puts Nunu in a safe position where he can also freely snowball to pick up the double kill. At our number 4 play for this week, we changed up the style, and rather than a solo play, we have Lien on Irelia with Momosaurus making it happen. We see a fight near the Dragon Pit, and with only 2 nearby on blue team, they try to contest it. Irelia sees an opening and flashes into a Blade Surge on Tristana, finishing her off swiftly and then igniting Mumu for the kill despite being flung back. Morgana uses her ultimate to help burst down Singe, and they both chase down the remaining 2 players on blue team. TF gets stunned and quickly killed after, and then they swap to Blitzcrank for the 5-for-0 exchange thanks to a great 2v5 team fight and decision to dive in at the perfect time. Landing a spot at our number 3 play, we have Arf Unstoppable in Italy with an insane chase and escape. We start things off with the enemy Singe popping Ghost and his ultimate to collapse onto Italy with Ezreal. She jumps away and decides to head off into the jungle, knowing she cannot run Singe without the help of her passive and all the brushes. She runs back towards her base, but he's just too fast and she gets flung back and then quickly lines herself up for a pounce to take her over the wall. Both of the enemy players follow her. She is forced to run up into the river, and then Ezreal arcane shifts over the wall, getting on Italy and bringing her so low, but she just barely W's out of range of his Mystic Shot while picking up the movement speed and healing. She runs towards the brush and then pops back into Kruger form, pouncing and gaining the movement speed, but then all of a sudden Ezreal shoots out his ultimate and then clips her, but thanks to the heal from earlier, she survives. Unstoppable jumps over the wall, flashes immediately, and heals as she successfully crosses through the lane with barely any health left. Now we fast forward it as she leaps over another wall and loops around, thinking about it for a second time and then deciding to cross the lane again with another insanely fast pounce into heal. Afterwards, she makes her way towards the lane, but by now she's home free and finds a place to recall back to base. The very quick reactions to escape the threat of Ezreal and Singe, as well as the epic and long chase that started near the friendly tier 2 turret at top lane and snaked around the entire enemy jungle and back up to top lane on the enemy side, made this clip worthy of our top 5 plays. Scoring in at second place, we have Rash and Kutcher on Cho'Gath, and at the beginning of this clip, we can see that this team fight is in shambles for red team, and they're in full retreat mode. Maokai and Lien are down, making this a 3v5 as they kite them back into the jungle with the entire enemy team right on their tail. As Cho'Gath enters the brush, she sees a window of opportunity and lands a huge feast on the Vayne, killing her instantly. We see the setup from both Lux and Ezreal, and then a follow-up explosion of damage from abilities landing from all 3 players to quickly turn the momentum of this fight in their favor. Cho'Gath seals the deal with a pentakill off of Irelia, and then immediately after, they take it to the Nexus to win the game. And for our number 1 pro play for this week, we have John Stark on Kog'Maw, and at the start we see the enemy team pushing to take the win as Blitzcrank nobly attempts to kill on Riven like the hero he wants to be, but fails. With everyone recently dead but John Stark, hope looks grim as the 3 players advance through the creeps and then look to finish the game. Kog'Maw spawns and walks up, instantly shooting out living artillery onto Riven, which freaks her out. He follows it up and brings her so low, but she barely survives as Maokai jumps on him and he switches to finish him off and then turns to Riven with an ultimate and auto attack to burst her down. He then switches to Soin as the Nexus gets so low, but he manages to somehow kill her as a batch of creeps spawn, holding off the enemy minions and allowing him to clear them out while the Nexus sits at 1 shot from anything. After another team fight, they somehow steal the win, all thanks to a well-played Kog'Maw that literally won the game for his team with a stellar performance just in the nick of time. And for the bonus clip of the week, we have X Chaotic on Pantheon, who sees an Ash Arrow shot from bottom lane and acts quickly on it for the kill at mid. As the clip plays, I just wanted to say a few words regarding a bunch of the comments on our last video and to clarify a few things for those with questions. So basically, to give you guys an idea of how we operate behind the scenes, we have a team that works on finding the best of the best from the 300 or so clips we receive daily. Our replay reviewing team that consists of high elo players that are very familiar with our content and our expectations watch through a fixed amount of submitted clips a day and move them into the appropriate category, whether it be suitable for top 5 plays, bonus, lucky, etc. This allows us to filter out some of the ones that don't have a place in any of our shows and duplicates without requiring Brandon and I to record 300 clips a day, which frankly isn't possible. When Brandon and I start making the episode, we look into the clips they deem fit for the top 5 plays, record all of them because we assume they're good enough to be placed in there, and then of the ones we record, we pick the best 5 for our show. We found this system to be the only efficient way to handle all the clips we get submitted because we'd hate to see someone's clip get looked at 6 months after they've submitted it, and it ensures only good plays because qualified people are looking through the entire batch. Now that you guys understand better what goes on for each one of these episodes, I'd like to say that we apologize for the episodes you may deem as not good enough or not good at all. We simply take the best of the best that we get, and sometimes in one day we'll find 5 of the best clips we've ever seen that are just absolutely insane, and then some other days we feel that nothing was that special, but we hope you guys understand that either way, we pick the best of what you guys give us and work hard to present it in an exciting and entertaining way. We try our best to work every day to provide something that we hope you guys feel is exceptional, and we don't want to settle for less. If you guys made it this far, I appreciate you taking the time out to listen to me, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. We have so many episodes to come in the future and with so many pro plays to share with the world, so we hope you guys keep tuning in. And as always, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you back here for the next installment of our League of Legends Top 5 Plays.